Hi everyone, I'm Kimya and I'm a broadcast journalism major and I'm currently a junior right now and supposed to be graduating in 2020, so hopefully. For the three greatest takeaways from each video, for the first one, which is the We're All Data Scientists video, one of the points I put is that self-perception impacts innumeracy and how we subconsciously relate ourselves and our skills to the certain types of people. So, like how she was talking about, if you're not a math or science person, but you're good at math or science, you'll kind of downgrade yourself because you don't see yourself as like a math or science type of person. So you just don't think you're as good as someone else who would have like, who seems like that standard type of person. Another point is that we do different types of statistical processes in our everyday lives without noticing it, such as if you're deciding whether to wear a coat to class today, or if you're walking down the hallway and you're deciding whether you should walk left or right, so the person in front of you goes like the opposite direction. So yeah. And then my third point for that video is that it's impossible to find someone who is deemed as a perfect data scientist with all the skills that were listed in the video, and how the lady giving the TED Talk was saying how there's nobody, it's like nearly impossible to find someone who has every single one of those skills listed and will have all those qualities. So yeah. And for the next video, which is the Show Me the Data video, one point I put is that data is important and can be collected and used in nearly every situation. Another point is that collecting data can help let you know whether something is more likely to happen in the future. Like in the story, the TED Talk told about how when she found out about her miscarriage, she already knew it was more likely to happen because of all the data they were collecting about it. How it was like 1 in 1,000 and all of that. And then I put, by taking daily measurements of yourself or anything in specific, you will become an expert of that. Like the story she told about how her husband was taking daily measurements of himself every day, and it led him to acquire a more healthier lifestyle and have like a exercise routine and all of that. Okay. And then for the next video, which is making data mean more through storytelling, one point I got from that was that any data you find tells a story of its own. So anything you look at, you can just figure out what the story is behind that. And then another point I made is, in order to spread science and facts, you need to be able to tell the story behind it. So you're gonna have to know more about what you're telling people. The next point I made is, to tell a story, you need to connect with people's experiences and show an audience something they can relate to, because that will interest them more and get them to learn more because they're listening more. And yeah. So for my responses for each question, the first one, which is, which skills do you believe will bring a student success when taking a class? I put willingness to learn and be open to anything in the writing or in discussions. Dedication to work in the course and get things done on time and correctly, and be resourceful and manage to get into a good study routine. The next question is, what career does not need communication skills? I think that honestly any job needs communication skills to a certain degree, whatever your field is. I think it's really important to always have good communication skills under your belt and just have that, because it's always going to be beneficial no matter what. And the next question is, what career does not need research skills? I think that's the same as communication. I think it's always going to be something beneficial in the workplace, no matter what the career is. It's always going to be something that is useful to know. Like, even if you're going into like journalism and research, doesn't seem like it's like, because research, if you think of that, you think of like science and all that. But even if you're going to like journalism, you're going to have to research whatever news story you're trying to tell. Like, it's always going to be something beneficial no matter what the field is that you're going into. Why am I studying communications? I enjoy the communications field a lot, and I believe it's something that's necessary to learn and can benefit anyone in many different ways. And I also think that you can branch off with communication. There's like a lot of ways to go from it. So having a degree in that will just lead you into whatever kind of field, or not anything, but it's helpful in whatever. What skills do you think you will learn in this course that are necessary to your future career goals? Obviously, communication skills in general will be important for the career. I end up doing. I don't really know specifically what I want to do, but anything I want to do, I really think communication will be really helpful in it. I also think learning about how research and data has such a big impact on everything will be really useful as well. Because even just from listening to all the TED Talks we had to listen to, I could tell that it's something that is super important. It's going to impact more than I thought it would. And I'm interested to learn more about that. And last thing, which is one thing that makes you excited to get out of bed every morning, is knowing it's one day closer to the weekend. So, yeah, there's my intro. Bye, guys.